fogged up my glasses. Hey food nerds, I'm Julian Fader, the Gastro Nerd, and today's lesson is brought to you by the letter A. And what better way to start than my favorite fall fruit, apples. This whole new series is about bringing you every ingredient from apples, cinnamon, zucchini, allspice, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, Parmesan cheese. You dream it up and we're gonna conquer it together, and I'm gonna give you the really nerdy insights to every ingredient that you will ever come across. With a little help from my friend, Harold McGee. Apples are an incredibly dynamic, if not perhaps the most popular fruit in the United States, or the all-American fruit. They are the symbol of so many things, of knowledge, the original sin. I mean, think about it. People say that Eve gave Adam an apple to eat, and that's how the birth of all mankind within certain religions. For the purposes of today, we're gonna be making applesauce. Applesauce I love to make when I have a whole bunch of apples that have seemed to collect it over time, and I just want to do something with them. And a bowl of warm applesauce on a cold night, it's just such a wonderful comfort food. And the way I make applesauce, it's also a decadent dessert. Cutting up apples and then into the bowl. So, now time to cook our applesauce. I have my apples cut, I have quite a bunch. These are gonna cook down a lot. Other key ingredients in applesauce are pretty simple. Sugar and cinnamon. Now you can do ground cinnamon, you can do whole sticks of cinnamon. I just love to throw in cinnamon too. But here's one ingredient you might not usually think to put in applesauce. Scandalous. But I put a little bit of butter just to start to brown my apples. Obviously more butter depending on how many apples you have, but about a tablespoon or so. And what it's gonna do is it's really gonna caramelize the apples. So we're gonna have a caramelized applesauce, and that's what makes it so decadent. In this case, we don't want the heat to be too high because you don't want to burn your butter. That's never fun. So once your butter's nice and melted, add the apples. Once the apples are in and made contact with the butter, then I up the heat a bit. I like to get a little bit of color initially, and then I'm gonna turn it down and then cook it really nice and slowly. And that's what gives it extra flavor. So my applesauce, you can see by this beautiful golden color, has caramelized beautifully. And I love, don't be scared, there's gonna be little brown parts at the bottom. As long as it's brown and not black, that's beautiful caramel that's gonna add flavor right back into your applesauce. And that's more or less the consistency that we want. It's hot, and it's delicious. So I'm gonna turn that off, and it's good to go. It's amazing all those apples cook down to this. And as you can see, they're different brown caramel colors. It's really rich. It's not just your bland, white-looking applesauce. And that's what makes this so delicious. We really didn't add much sugar, and just the nice natural sugar of the apples, a hint of the cinnamon from the cinnamon stick, and there's a touch of a buttery taste. So there you have it, applesauce with our word of the day, apple. I hope that you look at this fruit with a newfound appreciation. And whether it's applesauce, apple pie, apple anything, you name it, you can't go wrong. Thanks for watching The Gastro Nerd. I'm Julian Fader. Sign up for my YouTube channel by clicking this little button over here, and stay tuned for more delicious nerdiness to come.